Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7 p.m. Welcome to the June 8th, 2026 City of Burlingame Planning Commission meeting. For all in attendance today, please note that this Planning Commission meeting is being held in person and using the Zoom webinar format. Please note that we are not accepting remote public comment during commission meetings. Agenda item number 2, roll call. The record should note that 4 members of the commission are present this evening. Chair Shores is absent tonight, and I will be sitting in for him. Agenda number 3, report of remote participation. There are no commissioners participating remotely. Agenda number 4, review of agenda. Staff, are there any changes to the agenda?
There are no changes to the agenda.
And do we have any recusals?
I'll be recusing from 7C, 1433 Drake. I live within 500 feet of that property.
Okay. Moving on to agenda item number 5, public comments, non-agenda. Members of the public may speak about any item not on the agenda. Members of the public wishing to suggest an item for future Planning Commission agenda may do so during the public comment period. The Ralph Brown Act, the state local agency open meeting law, prohibits the Planning Commission from acting on any matter that is not on the agenda. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes each. Do we have any members of the public attending in person who wish to speak on any item that is not on our agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on to the next item. Agenda item number 6, consent calendar. Items on the consent calendar are considered to be routine. They are acted on simultaneously unless separate discussion and/or action is requested by the applicant, a member of the public, or a commissioner prior to the time the commission votes on the motion to adopt. This evening, we have 1 item on the consent calendar. Would any member of the public or Planning Commission like to pull this item for discussion?
Chair Schmidt, I just want to let everyone know that I was absent, but I did review the minutes and watch the video.
Thank you. Okay. And this is for the meeting minutes from May 26th, 2026.
So I can move. You want me to? I'll move to approve the meeting minutes from May 26th, 2026.
I'll second that.
Okay, so I have a motion from Commissioner Pfaff and a second from Commissioner Haran. Any discussion on the motion? May we have a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Haran,
Aye.
Commissioner Lowenthal,
Aye.
Commissioner Pfaff,
Aye.
Acting Chair Schmidt.
Aye. Motion passes 4001. Okay. Moving on to agenda item number 7, action items. We first have item 7A, 10 Stanley Road. If you're the applicant and are attending the meeting via Zoom, please raise your hand so that we may be prepared for you to speak at the appropriate time. If possible, we ask that you also turn on your video at that time. Were any commissioners not able to visit the project site, or do any commissioners wish to note any ex parte communications regarding this project? Okay, and let the record note that all commissioners present have visited the project site. Hear the staff report, please.
This application is for a major design review to construct a 2,567 square foot, 2-story single unit dwelling and detached garage at 10 Stanley Road, zoned R1. The subject property is an interior lot and is currently developed with an existing 1-story single unit dwelling and detached garage. The applicant proposes to demolish the existing single unit dwelling and garage and construct a 2,567 square foot, 2-story dwelling unit and garage. There's also a 577 square foot detached accessory dwelling unit will also be constructed in the rear of the lot and attached to the new detached garage. Based on state law, ADUs are reviewed and approved ministerially. The proposed ADU complies with the applicable regulations. Staff does not have any suggested changes for the Planning Commission to consider. Staff does recommend the Planning Commission by resolution approve the major design review application as conditioned. Staff is available to answer any questions you may have.
Great, thank you. Any questions for staff? Okay, I'm going to open up the public hearing. Would the applicant please come forward and state your name and anything else you'd like to add about your project?
Jesse Gersa from Gersa Conceptual Designs. Good evening, Commissioners. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to present this project to you. My client, Mr. Whitmer, isn't available to be at the meeting tonight for the reason that they reside in Seattle. But I'm here to represent them, and we're just really excited about this project. They own the current house there now that is pretty much in poor condition and dilapidating, and so it was in real need of some fixing. So my client hired us to design a new residence with a new ADU in the rear of the property for potentially his son or daughter to move in the future. As you know, that the design is more or less kind of a craftsman style gable house that the client finds to be really attractive and also really fits well, I think, in my opinion, in our opinion, in our neighborhood. I live right around the corner from this property, so I have to drive by it every day. So I want to make sure that I do something that's nice. I'm here to answer any questions you may have regarding the project.
I only have one. Oh, sorry. Is that okay? Through the chair. Quick question. So I drove by today. There's a very large liliodendron tree. They were used on a street tree on Stanley in the early turn of the century. And so that is retained, right? The street tree is going to be protected and yes, no change to that. Yes.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just a clarification on the A4 that's up on the screen. Is the elevation correct with the fireplace chimney, or is the rendering? They look like different heights, or is that just the perspective?
The chimney on the right-hand side?
Yeah.
That is a stone veneer.
The height looks higher on the elevation than on the render.
Oh, then, yeah, perhaps it's the perspective that the renderer did on that, but
So it's the elevation.
yeah, we could lower that. It
just
does seem a
clarify.
little bit high. Yeah.
Thanks.
On the actual drawing, we could drop it down because this is going to be gas or electric, so
Okay.
that'll save cost too.
I have a question. And I'm trying to pull up the drawing, so you'll answer it faster. Is the existing driveway on the right or on the left?
It's on the right.
Okay, so,
Looking at the property, looking at the front, it's on the right-hand side.
okay, so are you switching?
No. We're keeping the same entry and approach.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Quick question, Jesse, on the left side, if you're standing on the street looking at the left side of the property, there's that little utility closet,
Oh, excuse me?
the little utility closet that has the furnace and the water heater.
Yeah.
And opens from the outside with louvered doors.
Correct, yeah.
Is there access to that from the inside of the house?
No, just on the outside
Just on the outside?
with louver doors.
Okay, great. Okay, good.
Great. Thank you, Commissioners.
Do we have any members of the public attending in person who wish to speak on this item? Please note that speakers are limited to 3 minutes each. Okay, no one choosing. Then I will close the public hearing. Commissioners, comments?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yep.
I think it's just beautiful. Like, I'm thrilled. It's very nice. I have no comments. It's nicely done.
Anybody else?
I agree.
Question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I think it's the scale of it is I really appreciate for that neighborhood, and the gable second floor. I think it also helps with the massing. Yeah, the chimney I think doesn't really need to be halfway up the upper roof if it's a gas fireplace. So I don't know what the other commissioners feel about that. And then I should have asked, but the front door in the rendering looks a little narrow. In the elevation, it looks a bit wider. So, yeah, I would just go with as wide a front door as you can. But I like it.
Maybe the rendering's a little distorted somehow because the driveway does not look like it's there. So it might, and maybe that pushed the chimney up. I don't care about the chimney one way or the other, but whatever you think, the proportions look nice.
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve this project per the resolution of the staff report.
And I'll second that.
Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Lowenthal and a second by Commissioner Pfaff. Any further comment? Okay, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Haran,
Aye.
Commissioner Lowenthal,
Aye.
Commissioner Pfaff,
Aye.
Acting Chair Schmidt,
Aye. Okay, motion passes 4-0-0-1. An action by the Planning Commission is appealable to the City Council within 10 days of the Planning Commission's action. If the Planning Commission's action has not been appealed or called up for review by the City Council by 5 p.m. on the 10th day, the action becomes final. In order to be effective, appeals must be in writing and must be accompanied by an appeal fee as provided in the master fee schedule.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks, Jeff.
good. Just looking at the bottom of the page. Okay, moving on to item 7B, 1317 Laguna Avenue. If you're the applicant and are attending the meeting via Zoom, please raise your hand so that we may be prepared for you to speak at the appropriate time. If possible, we ask that you also turn on your video at that time. Were any commissioners not able to visit the project site, or do any commissioners wish to note any ex parte communications regarding this project? Okay. Seeing none, let the record note that all commissioners present have visited the project site. Can we hear the staff report, please?
Sure, this application is for major design review to construct a 964 square foot first floor and second story addition to an existing 1,997 square foot single unit dwelling located at 1317 Laguna Avenue, zoned R1. The subject property is an interior lot and currently contains a 1,406 square foot single unit dwelling with a 591 square foot attached garage. The application proposes to construct a 964 square foot first and second story addition at the rear of the house and a rear deck. Staff has the following suggestions for the Planning Commission to consider. Okay. The existing single unit dwelling contains a mix of window styles with some with and without window grids. As a part of the project, the applicant proposes replacing several existing windows at the front of the house with new aluminum windows and install new windows at the proposed addition, all without window grids. Staff believes this is not consistent with the style of the existing house and therefore recommends altering the proposed windows, new and replacement windows, to include simulated divided light grids with muntins on the exterior and interior of the windows and bars between the glass, so it is compatible with the style and with the style of the existing house. Staff recommends the Planning Commission by resolution approve the major design review application as conditioned. I'm available to answer any questions you may have.
Great, thank you. Do we have any questions for staff?
Don't.
Okay, I'm going to open up the public hearing. Would the applicant please come forward and state your name and anything else you'd like to add about your project?
Hi, I'm Warren Huey. I'm the designer for the project. And my client came to me when they bought this house and they thought it was too small. And there's only one bathroom in the house. So they want to add another bathroom, then they add that. They decided to do an extension in the back. And the 2 bedrooms wasn't enough for them, so they wanted to add a 3rd bedroom. So that's how we came up with this design. I wanted to keep the design pretty close to what it is there now. So if you look at my drawings, I try to keep the front looking the way it was built. So I'm open for any questions.
Great. Thank you, sir. Do you have any?
And it's with regard to the windows. So it looks as if, for example, on the front face above the garage door, you have, it's a slider, right?
Yes.
So sliders do look sometimes a little strange with, I think, with the grids. Is there a reason why, because you mentioned you wanted the same look, is there a reason why you chose a slider there rather than two working windows, like as they are right now?
That's what the owner wanted. I can change it.
Okay. It was just a question.
Yeah.
That's all we're allowed to do right now. So, okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yes.
Just a couple of questions on the second floor layout. Coming up the stairs, there's a corridor that kind of dead ends to a window. Is that going to serve a purpose, or is that just to get light into the second floor?
The second
hallway?
floor, you come up the stairs, that used to be a bedroom. And we need to add another master bedroom in the back.
Yeah, so when you come up the stairs and make a left, you look like you're just dead ending into a corridor, right?
Right.
So, and there's no use for that space?
Not right now.
Okay. And then the windows placement in the master bedroom, from the left side elevation, those windows look a little bit awkward being so close together in different sizes. So the window above the toilet
Uh-huh.
in particular, that's a client request or?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's all I have for now. Oh, maybe just asking, I thought what Commissioner Afaf was going to ask, why did you choose to remove the mullions from the front windows?
It was cost on the owner's decision. I had a drawing with the mullion. And then they said that we don't have to put the mullion in there. Let's not put it in there.
Are the existing windows in need of replacement due to their current condition, or is it just a desire of the owner to have a new window?
The current windows are single glaze. They want to put double glaze
Okay.
in there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
No? Okay, great. Thank you. Do we have any members of the public attending in person who wish to speak on this item? Please note that speakers are limited to 3 minutes each. Seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing. Commissioners, comments?
Yeah, I do agree with the staff comments about the mullions. They're important. However, if these are sliders, I'm not convinced the sliders look that great because the proportions changed. So I don't know, maybe I think personally it would look better maybe as casements, right? As casements to separate them, because the front's very attractive and we all appreciate reuse of a structure. Definitely, it's great. I think in actually most of these cases, I think it would be more attractive to have a real, singular window with a casement and the mullions on there. I think it just would look better. That's my opinion, but I think it would be an improvement. Otherwise, I have no additional comments. And the window sizes is, I think maybe some consistency, kind of maybe revisit the small and the large together, and maybe a little separation would help.
Yeah, I would agree with Commissioner Pfaff on the front elevation. The existing front elevation, I think, is better than the proposed, and I would be more supportive if the new windows had mullions to match the existing. And I wouldn't even change the existing windows above the garage. I would leave the same openings and just replace them with modern windows with mullions. I don't like combining them into one slider. And then I would recommend that the 2 additional new windows in the addition that face the street would also have the same mullion design, so it's consistent facing the street. The 2 second floor windows in the addition should also match the existing windows in terms of the mullion layout. The side windows I don't love, but they're on the side, so I'm not going to be that hung up about those. Yeah, those are my comments.
I agree with my fellow commissioners. I think it's a really good reuse of a nice home. I like that. The addition is a nice add without having to redo the entire property. So I'm definitely for that. I certainly agree with the staff report and my fellow commissioners that the mullions add character that the house already has, and so taking it away, I don't think does a positive. It's only a negative. I also dislike sliders. I think it adds a level of what's the word? Cheapness, I guess. If you want windows together, you can get 2 casement windows mold together. But I agree with Commissioner Haran that I actually think it looks nicer separated. But if they really want them together for whatever reason, you can get 2 casements mold together with mullions and it would look a lot nicer. And cost, unfortunately, is not something I'm going to accept because we're talking a few $100s, at the end of the day. So otherwise, I think it's a good project.
I forgot something.
Hmm.
The main window, that's new and I guess the intent was not to put mullions on there. And I think that's a real loss,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those windows.
So want to make sure we didn't forget your main window. That's also really important to have mullions on there that look like or similar to what you have now. Be good.
Okay, great. I agree wholly. I think all the front windows need the grids. I think the comment about the windows over the garage is pertinent. And I think that the proportion on the 2 new windows could be done better and with grids, and it would add value to the front of this house. But I do agree that the reuse and the fact that it's backloaded, I think is all positive. So I'm in support of that. We just need to solve the windows. Do we have a motion?
I guess I was going to ask, is it worth opening the public hearing to ask if we make these changes a condition of approval? Are they open to that, or?
Do you want to see?
I guess I guess they have no choice if that's what we want to do, but usually
Well-
if they say, yeah, that's no problem, it's easier to make a motion associated with that.
And then let the staff figure it out. And yeah,
Are we happy enough with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I will reopen the public hearing and let the applicant come forward. So we are proposing that you have the grids on all the front windows. The slider over the garage be changed back to a casement
Mm-hmm.
and separated. And then the 2 windows on the new front face, those need to be in proportion and match with grids to the windows that are there.
Okay.
If we condition that as a part of the approval process, do you feel that your client will go with that? Because otherwise, then you'll have to come back with a new design and let us see it.
Would that be a staff approval?
Could be, yes.
I mean, just submit it to staff when I
Yes.
submit everything else, and then you,
If you go along with what we're going to
yeah.
do
I'm
the
going.
resolution
Mm-hmm.
and staff says you did it, then you're good. If
Okay.
staff sees something different, they may then say you got to go back.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
okay, so wait, before we go on, you're also, because there are 2 sliders in the back on the second floor on the addition. So we're saying
Yeah.
no sliders.
No sliders,
Okay, just so that's clear. Okay, great.
because they won't work.
Yeah.
I agree, they won't.
No, they look awful.
Like we did,
Cheap.
like something
Yeah.
different on the back.
Hmm.
So-
And through the chair, clarification on those second floor windows, when you say in proportion, are you referring to the proportion of the windows, the 2 windows above the garage?
He really needs to look at it that way, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I think one looks like a door and one looks like a bathroom window
Mhm.
now.
Hmm.
So, okay. Want to take a better chance at that?
Before
Thank
sorry, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Ask
Uh,
anyone else
okay.
in the public?
Is there anyone else in the public that wishes to comment on this at this time? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Do we have a motion?
I'll attempt to make a motion to approve this project per the conditions of the resolution with the following additional conditions: that all windows facing the street have mullions, that they match in proportion the existing windows, both the main half-round window and the two windows above the garage, and the two new windows added in the new addition have similar proportions to the existing windows above the garage and also have mullions. These mullions need to be true simulated divided lights.
Do you have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Haran and a second by Commissioner Lowenthal. Any further discussion? Great, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Haran,
Aye.
Commissioner Lowenthal,
Aye.
Commissioner Toth,
Aye.
Acting Chair Schmidt.
Aye. Motion passes 4001. An action by the Planning Commission is appealable to the City Council within 10 days of the Planning Commission's action. If the Planning Commission's action has not been appealed or called up for review by City Council by 5 p.m. on the 10th day, the action becomes final. In order to be effective, appeals must be in writing and must be accompanied by an appeal fee as provided in the master fee schedule. Congratulations. Okay, so we're moving on to item 7C, 1433 Drake. Commissioner Haran is recusing himself. Okay. If you're the applicant and are attending the meeting via Zoom, please raise your hand so that we may be prepared for you to speak at the appropriate time. If possible, we ask that you also turn on your video at that time. Were any commissioners not able to visit the project site, or do any commissioners wish to note any ex parte communications regarding this project? Okay. Let the record note that all commissioners present have visited the project site. Can you hear the staff report, please?
Yes, this application is for a major design review to construct a 3,420 square foot two-story single-unit dwelling and detached garage at 1433 Drake Avenue, zoned R1. The subject property is an interior lot with an existing single-unit dwelling and attached garage. The applicant proposes to demolish the existing single-unit dwelling and attached garage and construct a 3,420 square foot two-story single-unit dwelling and detached one-car garage. A 500 square foot attached accessory dwelling unit will also be constructed within the footprint of the main dwelling, which is not part of this review and action. Based on state law, ADUs are reviewed and approved ministerially. The proposed ADU complies with the applicable regulations. Staff does not have any suggested changes for the Planning Commission to consider. Staff recommends the Planning Commission by resolution approve the major design review application as conditioned. This concludes the project introduction. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have for staff.
Thank you. Do we have any questions for staff? Okay, I'm going to open up the public hearing. Would the applicant please come forward and state your name and anything else you'd like to add about your project?
Is this thing on? The lights? Oh,
Yep.
okay. I'm Rich Sargent. I'm the applicant. I'm here with my clients, the homeowners, Lisa and Stephen Chang. So we're just here to answer your questions. I'm a neighbor, actually. I live right across the street. So I'm here representing the neighborhood and I support it.
Great. Do we have any questions for the applicant?
One question on the second floor, street facing window below the gables. Did you consider making that window a little bit bigger, or would you consider it? It just seems a little small, especially in retrospect to the two big windows on the first floor. It jumps out at me on the rendering and on the elevation.
Are you looking at the one on the right side or the left side?
The right side in the bedroom number 1.
I think the architect's on, but I think we were limited. We did look at that, and we were kind of limited by the gable roof to the right of it.
Okay. I see.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, great. Is there, do we have any members of the public attending in person who wish to speak on this item? Please note that the speakers are limited to 3 minutes each. Great, I'll close the public hearing. Commissioners, comments?
I can go first. I think it's a lovely looking home. I think it fits the neighborhood beautifully. If we can get a few more inches out of that window, I think proportionally it would help that tall section because there's quite a bit of flat area between the window and the top of the gable. And I've seen homes go up like this and it draws my attention to it. Like, wow, that's a lot of flat stucco. It's not something I would make a condition, but something to consider. Otherwise, I'm in favor of moving forward.
Yeah, I agree with your comments too. Be nice to get a little more out of it. It's true. But otherwise, I'm fine. Oh,
Okay, I think it's a great project as well.
Mhm.
So, do we have a motion?
Yeah, I'll motion to approve the project per the staff report resolution.
I'll second that.
Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Lowenthal and a second by Commissioner Pfaff. Can we have a roll call vote?
Commissioner Lowenthal,
Aye.
Commissioner Pfaff,
Aye.
Acting Chair Schmidt,
Aye. Motion passes 3011. An action by the Planning Commission is appealable to the City Council within 10 days of the Planning Commission's action. If the Planning Commission's action has not been appealed or called up for review by City Council by 5 PM on the 10th day, the action becomes final. In order to be effective, appeals must be in writing and must be accompanied by an appeal fee as provided in the master fee schedule. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Rich, do you mind asking Commissioner Horan to come back in? Thank you.
Okay, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, agenda item number 8, study session. We do not have any items tonight. And agenda item number 9, staff commission reports. Are there any commissioners' reports this evening?
Oh, except that,
Yeah, the Bayfront specific plan will be a community input session on Wednesday, 6 to 8 at the Burlingame Community Center.
Yes, and for all the public listening in this evening, we encourage you to come to the workshop and share your ideas for the Bayfront. This is just in the beginning stages, but it will, be working on a plan that creates kind of the vision for the future of the Bayfront in Burlingame. So we encourage you to attend.
Great, thank you. Do we have any staff reports?
That was it. He stole my.
Okay, great. Well, then the meeting is adjourned at 7:34.
All right, great. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty, yeah.
The fourth quarter of next.
Yeah.
Go, go,
Yeah.
go, go, go.
so
Score was.
I have to ask you thing.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I saw on the.
What is
While I was being recused, I was.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be studying the plans.
Low 80s, they're.
Is it stop recording?
That's first.
Went to St. John's, so the Knicks are. There you go, yep. Got Nick Viva.
Yes.